ancient misconceptions. We've got truth in our possession. No room for doubt, no time to waste. It's time to put flat earth in its place. Here comes the smackdown.
Welcome everybody to Tuesday Night. I'm your host, MCToon, and I got somebody that challenged me. He said that he was talking trash about me, like he said that he was accusing me of not having the ability to debate him, to have stuff to debate him. I will cover the things that he said, but in the meantime, I have pinned a comment, pinned a Facebook link on a video, and in that video you can find his comments to me. The whole conversation is there, and so you can have a look. You can see, you could jump on there right now and comment to Hunter Pitts and tell him, where are you? Because he wanted to debate me. He said, okay, I'll show you that. And the only thing he needed was me to give him evidence before the debate. Now, in a proper debate, a Lincoln Douglas debate, for example, yes, both sides exchange their evidence beforehand. In a Lincoln Douglas debate, both sides make a positive claim. In a Lincoln Douglas debate, the side that is has the status quo has different responsibilities than the side that is contrary to the status quo, right? But he's not asking for a Lincoln Douglas type debate. He, for some reason, thought that he would demand that I give him evidence before showing up to a debate. So I sent him evidence before the debate, but just before that, I got to show you. Here is, on my website, here is on my website the Cowards Live Debate Defense. So when especially flat earthers, when they're cowards, I've identified over time several different common tactics that they use to avoid debate. Now, flat earthers know that they don't have evidence, so it's a very common tactic to say things like they're engaging in a debate, but then when given a chance to actually back it up live, face to face, you know, like to match the talk, they go running. And of course, so here's the list. Blocking is the most common one, and of course, you go to a flat earther YouTube channel or Facebook page, and if all the messages are support, then you know that person is aggressive at blocking, right? They got to purify their echo chamber. And others to say there's no debate. Well, if there is no debate, then it would be super easy. You see, this is self-defeating. If there is no debate, they would just, there's the evidence right there. Boom, boom, done. Really easy. Every time you try, it goes to a different video. I don't know why. Are other people having that issue? Are you able to join or to view the link that I dropped in there? Another would be somebody else already destroy you? Well, if that was the case, then of course, if you really thought that was the case, you could just pick up where they left off and do it again. Super easy. Again, it's self-defeating if it already happened. You got, and here we have the demand a concession in order to debate. And this is the one that Hunter Pitts has used as his coward live debate defense. He has said right here, oh no, we get to it later. I'm not going to show this yet. I'll go back to this. But he's demanded that I present him evidence before the debate. Of course, like I said, if this was Lincoln Douglas, he would do the same, and we would have a structure to it. That's not what he wants. He's just rejecting the opportunity to debate me, because when I give evidence, you'll see what he says. Anyway, it used to be super common for flatties to demand a concession. Like, you have to do this in order to debate. You have to agree that this happens. Like, why? We're on other sides. We're on opposite sides of the opinion. Why would we have to first agree to be on the same side of something in order to go to a debate where we're on opposite sides? That makes no sense at all. And then this one I added recently: demand that the challenger wear a costume. Yep, avoidance is pretty obvious there. And here's the screenshot from Science with Freddy on TikTok. I said, well, let's do it on this day, and he's gonna dress as Freddy Krueger, right? Super, yeah. And then he wants me to wear a furry costume. I don't know why he wants me to wear a furry costume. Maybe he's into furries. I'm not into furries, but he must be. Anyway, if you're not wearing your furry dragon costume, the deal is off. So there it is. Super cowardly. Let me get back to these. Saying you're a shill, again, would be super easy. It's self-defeating. Pay me. This is Nathan Oakley's tactic. Why would anybody pay Nathan Oakley to debate? He doesn't bring any evidence. We know that. He has no evidence to bring. Why would anybody pay him to debate? Right? And they put it really high, too. They're like, it's $5,000. Why would you get $5,000 for 1 or 2 hours of your time? You don't bill that. You've never billed that time. Flat earthers don't bill time other than, whatever they pay down at the urinal cake factory in the testing department. That's all they get. $8 an hour. We're already debating via comments. You can have a structured debate by comments, but the problem with debating in comments is they just run around. It's all sea lion. Another is to challenge somebody that's already said they won't debate the topic. So when Eric Dubay says that he wants to debate Neil deGrasse Tyson, Eric Dubay, the coward, knows that he's safe and he won't actually have to debate because Neil has already said that he won't debate that topic. So, Eric Dubay gets to pretend to his gullible followers that he's going to debate, that he's interested in debate, when he's obviously not. Demand to debate in person at their location, right? Well, people do this all the time on Facebook. They demanded to debate in person. I'm like, okay, let's do it here at this date. I give them a date and a location, and they run every time. I love it. And others do it now. Like, you need to go live immediately. Obviously, they're not busy in their mommy's basement. They can stop watching Teletubbies, and the Hot Pockets will wait. They could do it, but responsible people have lives, and you set them up. And then the other is the sudden disinterest in debating. They were wanting to debate, and now like, oh, I'm not here to debate. You see that a lot too. Anyway, so here is, I'm going to go through while we're waiting. I've sent him the Zoom link. So here is, this is the conversation that you'll find if you go to that page. He says, I don't have any evidence of curvature, yet claims it exists. This is, you are the worst humanity has to offer. Well, here's the curvature. This proves that you lied. Anyway, so here's the web page. I sent him this web page, right? I have it ready to go. Right, now let me talk to you, everybody else here, normal people, for a second. It's okay to mock flat earthers for not having evidence. It's perfectly fine. Absolutely normal. Mock them. That's what they deserve. They've earned it. But you need to be ready to provide evidence instantly. And I've made my website available for free. And so you feel free to just post a link to my website. Now, if their response is, I'm not going there because blah, blah, we know flat earthers don't have evidence. And we know that flat earthers won't look at evidence. This is what flat earthers do. You're not trying to convince the flat earther you're talking to if you're in a chat session on Facebook, on YouTube, anywhere like that. That's not what you're trying to do. There is an audience. Your goal when talking to a flat earther is to humiliate the flat earther. Show that they are not interested in evidence. show that they are not interested in truth. They like to call themselves truthers. Well, if they're like, show me the curve, and then you show them the curve, and they're like, that's not evidence. This is your chance to humiliate them. Hey, you asked for curve. I gave you curve. You didn't look. That's all you need to say, because everybody reading that then is like, oh, flat earthers are not interested in truth. That's it. Anyway, so here is the website that I sent him right here. And I said, well, here's photos of the curve. This is great, right? Photos of the curve right there. This is photos of the curve, right? And they always want photos of the curve, the horizon, right? Well, there it is. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one, right? A whole bunch of them right there listed one after another on this page. So there it is when they're like, show me the curve. There it is. Now, these are taken with a rectilinear lens. Flat earthers don't use rectilinear lenses when they're looking at the horizon. They use GoPro lenses. And then they cherry pick a certain short segment of the video where the horizon is a little bit below eye level, right? Because it's always below eye level at high elevation. But the camera then is leveled, and then the horizon is a little below it. And so what happens is with the GoPro, it causes things below the center frame to be curved up slightly, and things above the center frame to be curved the opposite direction. Right. So if there's something really high in the frame on a GoPro lens, you'll see this big curve, right? And so you've seen that, and globe people have used these photos before. Don't use them. Don't use them. Don't use the photo from the Red Bull jump, because it's a GoPro lens. Don't use the photo of the guy at the top of Mount Everest where they're like, you can see the curve. You can't see the curve from the top of Mount Everest. It's not that high. Use a non-GoPro lens. But they like to use a GoPro lens when the horizon is slightly below the center frame, because it curves up the edges. It will then take the slight curve of the horizon that's there and uncurve it. But there's the tell, the giveaway. The very edges of the frame are curved too much up. You can tell. That's what they do. They'll then just pick a 30-second segment of it. Now, this is the thing. The flat earther that did that is deceiving people. He has intentionally manufactured this video so that he can feed it to flat earthers so that they can lie. And the flat earthers, of course, not being interested in truth, don't go seek out the original video. The most common one that they use is the little piggy cam. Look it up. Look up the little piggy cam. Look up what kind of lens it is. Look up what happened after the balloon popped. Easy to find. All right. So then I say a couple. If the Earth is a sphere, it must curve away from us. And the salt flats show us that. Right here's a video of it from Baron Rutledge. Here's a couple photos, David Cook. There you go. Right. Anyway, I won't go over all of that stuff there. Instead, what I'll do is I'll show you his response. This is his response. He called that no empirical evidence. I showed him photographs of the curve of the horizon. And let me pull that back up again, because sometimes they're like, oh, that's just it's not measurements. Okay, what about measurements? Let's have a look at measurements. So here's measurements. If the Earth is a sphere, vertical lines must diverge, and so there's measurements of reciprocal zenith angles right here. Here's a measurement of the horizon not rising to eye level. Here's a measurement of spherical triangles summing to more than 180 degrees. So there you go. Those are things that are called empirical evidence, but he calls the empirical evidence that I gave not empirical evidence. That's it. This is the nuh-uh from flat earthers. This shows how dishonest flat earthers are. You don't win a debate or an exchange by saying that's not empirical evidence when it is empirical evidence. What would you consider to be empirical evidence? What is his standard of evidence? Now, I happen to know that Hunter Pitts Nicholas Hunter Pitts is an Oakley fan. So to Oakley fans, evidence is Oakley saying things. That's it. That's all they need, is for their Lord and Savior, Nathan Oakley, to say something, and then they will gobble it up. That's it. That is evidence to them. Actual photographs, actual measurements, they don't consider evidence. Why is that? Well, because they're science deniers. Speaking of science deniers, here we go. My tab here. This is the book How to Talk to a Science Denier by Lee McIntyre. And here is the chapter 2 that says, what is science denial? I hope that's legible, but I'll read it for you there. We got 5 items here. And I already covered one, the high altitude balloons that have the cherry pick segment where the lens is negating the curve of the horizon. That's number 1, cherry picking evidence. Right there. Number 2, belief in conspiracy theories. Right? Science denial, when they're conspiracy theorists, right? If they believe in conspiracy theories, like, oh, the government is hiding it. Well, that you know, if you think that the Earth is flat, then whatever evidence it was, so obviously you figured out that evidence, right? Show the evidence that convinced you, and it must be convincing because, you know, you're super hard to convince, right? Anyway, number 3, reliance on fake experts and denigration of real experts. And yes, that is absolutely the case. You know, they'll just take somebody that says things like Nathan Oakley. They'll think that he's an expert. He's not. And they'll just believe what he says and ignore actual experts. They'll take what Nathan Oakley says about surveying and use that as true. And ignore what actual surveyors say about surveying. Ignore what surveyors actually do when they do surveying. And they'll say, well, they'll take the non-expert, the fake expert, Nathan Oakley, and substitute what he says about surveying for what actual experts say about surveying. Number 4, committing logical errors. Of course, this is super common. And then this is the one that Hunter Pitts is doing, setting impossible expectations for what science can achieve. So that's really common amongst flat earthers, right? Because they will take and they'll say, well, how come they didn't go back to the moon? Well, that's an unreal expectation of what science can achieve because they didn't have the money. Science can't just do whatever they want. They need funding. Why didn't they do this? Well, why would they have to have done this? Well, I would have thought it was important. Well, you weren't in the planning meeting for that, were you? All right. Still no Nicholas Hunter Pitts in the Zoom call. He has been the happy recipient of the link and is scampering off. I sent it 31 minutes ago. Seems a bit scared. Yes, I am. That is a Lego remover. All right, let's see a little more of what he has said. I showed you the evidence that he just called it nothing. So then he says, how do you verify your assumed radius value in reality? Please describe the tool and method used. Well, it wasn't assumed. I measured it. 7 times, I think now, using the Eratosthenes method. And the Eratosthenes method is a really nice method because anybody can do it. All you need to do is have a way to measure the angle to the sun at local solar noon. And so a stick casting a shadow is a good way to do that because you can draw marks at regular intervals, and when it gets to the shortest distance and then starts getting longer again, well, now you know. You've put marks on the ground, you have the distance from that mark to the stick and the height of the stick, you can get the angle to the sun. Super easy, right? So now once you get the angle to the sun, then you can use that, and the distance between you and the local or the GP of the sun, right? And we know on the solstices and the equinoxes that the sun is over the tropics or over the equator. And so we know on those days where the sun is. It's really easy on those days. You can do it any day of the year, but those are easier. So if you do it on the equinox, on when the sun is over the equator, that's real easy. I did that in Minnesota, and I got an angle to the sun of 45 degrees. So 45-degree angle to the sun. And from where I live in Minneapolis to the equator is 5,000 kilometers, just over 3,000 miles. Right now we've got a 45, 90, 45 triangle. Super easy to solve that triangle for the height of the sun over flat Earth. I can test to see if the Earth is flat. We can triangulate the elevation of the sun. This is fantastic for flat earthers. They should be doing it every day so that when we ask how high is the sun, they can answer the question. So when I did this in Minneapolis, knowing that I'm 5,000 kilometers away because I'm at 45 degrees north latitude, how do I know that? Because from 0 degrees north latitude, the equator, to 90 degrees north latitude is 10,000 kilometers. That's how 10,000 kilometers was defined. Then surveyors figured it out. MCToon.net/R as 15 different measurements of that length. Cellini Creations, has a Flurf ever shown up to one of these? Yes, they have, but lately they've been running scared because I went to Antarctica and they're scared out of their mind. They know they don't have any evidence. Hunter Pitts knows that he has no evidence either, so that's why he runs. He's scared. They should be scared. They should have always been scared. They don't have evidence. So anyway, so that means that over flat Earth, we got a 45, 90, 45 triangle. That means that the length from where I am to the subsolar point and the length and the distance from the surface of the Earth to the sun has to be the same. So the sun has to be 5,000 kilometers high. Right? Now this is one part of that. The first part. The thing is, though, this was done at the same time by different observers in different locations. And they applying that same triangulation, get a different elevation of the sun. Every single person gets a different elevation of the sun. So that doesn't work. There's only one sun. It falsifies flat Earth right there. The idea that the sun is over the flatness. Ruined. Now, how do we determine the radius of the Earth by that? We use the Eratosthenes method. So from where I am to where the sun is a percentage of the circumference of the Earth. Right? So it's from 45 degrees north latitude to 0. What percentage of the circumference of the Earth is that? It's 1/8. So that distance there is 1/8. It's 5,000 kilometers. That means that the entire circumference is 40,000 kilometers. I just measured that, right? Or we know that. That's the case on, right? We know that because on the globe, it has to be that. Anyway, you could measure that yourself if you wanted. If you wanted to do that, you could actually set up and measure that yourself. Eratosthenes measured that length himself. He hired somebody to actually paste that out. If you wanted, you could. You could get in a car, you could find where the sun is over the Tropic of Capricorn or the Tropic of Cancer or the equator, and you could measure that distance yourself. Now, here's the cool thing. Once you know that you have a certain percentage, you've got 1/8 of the circumference and it's 5,000 kilometers, then you just multiply, you get the whole circumference. Then this is really going to throw any flat earther for a loop. There's a relationship between the circumference of a circle and the radius. I know, it's crazy. It's called it's pi d or 2 pi r. So 2 pi r. I did this and I got the radius of the Earth at 3,671 kilometers. I'm going from the top of my head. Amazing. That's how I got it. I did not assume it. I measured it. And now here's the cool thing, Hunter Pitts. Everybody doing this gets the same radius of the Earth no matter what their latitude is. Everybody gets the same radius. It's not assumed, it's measured. When you say assumed, you're parroting Oakley and he's lying. So you're parroting a lie. All right, well, let's see my response. Anyway, he didn't look. Of course, he didn't even look. He could not have looked at the evidence because I gave evidence and he said it wasn't evidence. So he says, I've looked at your silly list years ago. I have live transcripts with you, pages long, not being able to come up with one piece of evidence you would like to debate. Really? And here we are, you still can't publicly tell anyone how to verify your assumed radius value of Earth in reality. Well, I did give a link to the website where it was measured multiple times, which he did not look at. So, obviously, you don't win a debate by refusing to look at the evidence that the other party provides. You automatically lose when you refuse to look at the evidence. Hunter, thank you for another win. Anyway. Here we go. I say, I've challenged you to live debate on YouTube before and you ran. Are you ready to stop running? He says, I just reminded you of that, silly. Remember you couldn't come up with one piece of globe evidence you wanted to debate? Of course, that's not true. Just stop making yourself look like a fool. I would post a video of the transcript of our chat here if it would allow me to. I'll do that. I'll do that in a bit here. I say, well, let's debate the 24-hour circling sun in Antarctica. And that laughy face, that's him. He did that. Here's his answer. Okay, you are unable to triangulate the sun's position outside of the atmosphere. I don't know what that has to do with the 24-hour circling sun in Antarctica. Completely a red herring. Has nothing to do with it at all. Simply put, you don't know what or where the sun is. Now, I know what the sun is. Flat earthers don't know what the sun is. They're ignorant. But you don't need to know what the sun is to know where the sun is. But I do know where the sun is. I definitely know where the sun is. I know it's in Antarctica. It's due south at local solar midnight. Therefore, the sun's apparent location is not evidence of curvature. Of course it is. But this again, like I showed you in here, it's an impossibly high standard of evidence. Why is that not allowed? Intelligent people knew this years ago. Intelligent people accept evidence when it's presented to them. No trip to Antarctica needed, so did you have any actual evidence? So there it is. He rejected the evidence without even looking at the evidence. I said, so I'm just like, tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Time, be ready for the live debate on YouTube. I'll send the Zoom link. I've sent the Zoom link. He says, you need evidence to debate first, though. Again, this is what you do during the debate. If he doesn't think it's evidence, then during the debate, he would say, make his claim about it not being evidence, and then provide a warrant. He would, something to convince the audience why it's not evidence. Right? That would then, if it was not evidence, and if the warrant that he provided was good, then awesome. He's convinced people. But he didn't do that. He refused to even participate. I just explained why the sun cannot be evidence of anything pertaining to the shape of the earth, though you made claims of it. Are we going to go over this all again? You're just a sad robot at this point. Well, man, I wish I could post the video of our transcript here. If you give me one piece of evidence of the globe, I will debate you. I swear on my life. Well, I gave him the evidence. He swore in his life. It's coming up here. Right? He's half an hour in. Maybe he's already himself. If he were honest, he would already have done that. Or showed up. You don't seem to understand how debates work. You present evidence during the debate. I'll set it up and we can send you the link. All right, I said get evidence ready to present during the debate, not before, during. Don't get ahead of yourself. You'll appear larger moron than you are. Right. The moron is the person that doesn't look at evidence. The moron is the person that when given evidence says nuh-uh. We need to decide on the globe evidence we're going to debate first. What evidence would that be? I already sent it. But you know what I did? I always told you the topic already. I meant to say 24-hour circles in Antarctica. Just get ready or just run away. You will be humiliated either way. All right, he says, I want to be prepared for the evidence you want to debate. All I'm asking is for a list. It can be one thing, 3 things, 5 things. I can't debate things that are not evidence just by using common sense, though. Like the sun, for example. He claimed to that you can't use this as evidence. Do you have anything you'd like to present for potential? See, he's going in a loop here. You hand wave dismiss the sun because you're ignorant of what it's made of. Completely irrelevant. Anyway, so here is the list of things. So you don't need to know what the sun is to determine where it is. I will be using these videos of the 24-hour sun in Antarctica. So I gave him evidence. He said he would debate me on his life if I gave evidence. I gave evidence. He better have taken action. There should be tomorrow a report somewhere of a flat earther in his mommy's basement who has done that, and they'll say that there was 14 boxes of empty hot pockets and Teletubbies on loop in the basement. Anyway, so there's the links. I'll go over them in a second here. He says, none of those videos are of you triangulating the sun outside of the refractive atmosphere. Of course, that is not the qualification of what is and is not evidence. That is science denial. Science denial. You need to tell me what evidence we'll be debating first, which I did. Links he did not look at. So what links did I send? Well, I'll pull them up here. The first 3 were the this one right here. Oh, goodness. Let me pull that off the screen. You don't need to see the ad. There we go. All right. It's the 24-hour live stream, or not live stream, real-time video of that I took in Antarctica. Right there. Look at that. And so you can see this is where all of our stuff was set up, and there's Dave McKeegan. He's tearing his stuff down there. And you got over to the far one there is where Jaron was. We had this little that grayish can there is the where we set up our laptops to do live streams. Here comes Jonathan walking up with the stuff. He's about to interview me. I'm gonna cover what's going on. He's putting a microphone. Hey, he's put a microphone on me right there. So there you go. There's the Tucker that brought us back in the shed. So this is a 24-hour real-time video, and I'm setting the height of the tripod. See that? Anyway, so here is the sun over on the right side of the screen there. I'll advance it ahead here to where nobody's around because we just left it for 24 hours. There it is. Jumped ahead. So this is the 24-hour sun in Antarctica. Now, do I need to triangulate it to determine that there's a 24-hour sun? Of course not. Do I need to triangulate the position of the sun to know that this is an impossibility on flat Earth? Of course not. We get a hypothesis for the flat Earth. We get a hypothesis for the globe, and then we test them. What measurements did Witsit make? He didn't do anything. He measured how much whining he could do. So anyway, this is a 3-part video because YouTube doesn't allow more than 12 hours in one video, and this is more than 24 hours of video, so it has to be split into 3 videos. Anyway, so there's one. Number 2 is this one. Of course. Similar thing.
Where the sun never dips, yet winds take flight. A lone sundial stands on a frozen land, marking time with its shadowed hand. Round and round the shadows play, tracing circles through the eternal day. Under the sun that never falls, the silent keeper of time recalls. The sky is blue, the wind whispers near, a soft fleeting voice only time can hear. Each passing hour, a fleeting trace, etched in the snow in an endless play.
All right. If you haven't watched the video and if you haven't enjoyed that song, I hope you do. Go watch it. It's on my Conspiracy Tunes channel. It's a song. I wrote the lyrics, and then Suno made the song. And so this is like a calmer, like, I don't know what. So it's pretty cool. And this experiment is absolutely fantastic. So here it is. How do you determine, how do you do science, right? You have a hypothesis. And then you compute the consequences of that hypothesis. And then you compare those consequences to reality, or to observation, or to experiment. And that's what I did. So Janusz Takis did the computation of the consequences, and put together a PDF for me to print out and bring with, and I did, for every hour of the day, the angle and distance that the shadow should be given a gnomon of a certain height. And it matched. It totally matched the observation. So how do you then know? That's how you figure out reality. You have your hypothesis. You test the hypothesis, and if it matches, you have confirmed the hypothesis. Not proven, confirmed. The hypothesis has yet to be falsified. It has not been falsified. So that's what I did there. Now I want to play the other one. Now, if you listened to the lyrics there, you'll notice that this particular video has the same lyrics, but one more verse, which I won't play right now.
The sun never dips, yet winds take flight. ages past.
Had to jump ahead.
The sundial marks each fleeting hour, in sunlight cast by a higher power. Yet stone and peak in eternity stand, watched by the eye of a timeless hand. In the Antarctic's radiant spin, where the day's eternal, the night won't begin. The sundial watches as shadows fade, a guardian of time in light's cascade.
Oh, man. Well, I love that song. I love that song. So, we made a hypothesis. We computed the consequences. We tested them, and they matched the globe. What is the hypothesis for flat Earth? Well, the hypothesis for flat Earth we get from here. Let's have a look here. All right. What? Come on, camera. I think it's oh, it turned itself off. Why did you turn yourself off, silly P1000? All right. Let's get it focused. There we go. All right. Got some stuff on screen. You'll have to deal with it. All right, Hunter Pitts, here's your map. Now, if you don't think this is your map, send the map that is your map. And if you don't have a map, then you don't even get to play the game. You automatically lose. You don't get this. You're not smart enough to get this. If you say the Earth is flat, then you got to compute the consequences. And then we test the consequences. Okay, here it is. Here we've got, this is where we were. All right. So now, if this is right, here's the hypothesis that the Earth is this and that the sun does circles like this, right? And then you go there. You go there, right? The sun has to do this. That's what you see. The sun is this direction all the time. Always. You got it sun, early in the day, like, 6 a.m. It's whatever, local time. It's at the farthest, extremist, eastest angle, it's going to be northeast. Then at local solar noon, it's going to be due north. Then at 6 hours later, it's going to be northwest. And then 6 hours later, it's going to be due north again because it's over here. Okay? The sun was really over the ocean there. That's where the sun was. You don't get to argue that. That's reality. And so the sun has to be that direction. You don't get to argue that. This is your map. That's the direction. But we saw it this direction. We saw it the opposite way. It was due south of us. Wrong direction. Falsified. We falsified this. If you're like, that's not our map, then what is your map? If you don't have a map, you lose. You don't get to go and say Earth flat because there are consequences to saying that. You need a map. That's step one, a map. Step one. And for 175 years, you idiots have been writing books saying that that's your map. This book, right? Let me see. Oh yeah, look, this book from this idiot, right? From this idiot. This is his map too, right? Who has a different map? Like 2 or 3 other maps. That's it. And they don't work either. None of them work. None of them work. And so when flat earthers are aggressively denying the trip, when they are aggressively denying that, they are admitting that this is their map. Okay? So now when Flatzoid claims that fakery about about the trip, he was aggressively saying this is his map. Sorry. I need some tab. Tab will clear that up, won't it? All right. So that Will cornered flat earthers. They had been saying for years, 175 years, they'd been making that claim. And he got how many clips of different flat earthers saying that right there, and then they're like, oh, that's a straw man. No, it's not. That's exactly what you said. All right, did we have Joe King was in the chat here saying how many miles an hour was that the yeah, he's joking. Yep, got it. His name is Joe King, joking. So it's the Mystery Machine. All right, still no Hunter. So here's the thing, Hunter. You lost. Now, Hunter. Oh, he has responded. He has responded to my this. So all right, hold on. Let me get it. Let me get it up here. Browser. Oh yeah, here we go. In real time, we get to see him running away. So his Nicholas Hunter Pitts. I keep calling him Hunter. There we go. All right, I'm going to bring up the chat with him live, and we can look at him running away. All right, I got to set up the screen. Almost done. There we go. There it is. I sent it, you didn't look. I'm humiliating you now. There it is. All right. So we've got a couple things while waiting for the coward. Sea Dog says, "I'm so glad you're here to call out Flurfs." Yeah, thank you for that, Sea Dog. I appreciate that. Flat Earthers, for some reason, are like they're the most toxic people around. Almost. There's a few, but there's a few like groups of people that are more toxic, but of course the thing is that flat earthers tend to overlap in the Venn diagram with anybody that's like more toxic, right? Who's more toxic than flat earthers and horrible people in general? In the chat, tell me who, and we'll see if there's an overlap. Mount that on your wall. All right, well, this is the chat that he said he wanted to, for some reason he thought would be in favor of him. This is the whole conversation. Going back. September 2021. My goodness. So this guy, just looking over this quickly here, he hasn't sent links to things, but I have. Right, September 2021. Let's confirm the debate. So this chicken, wow, this chicken has been running from me since September 2021. This is almost the 4-year anniversary of this coward running away from me. Wow. 4 years of cowardice. Okay, give me the list of globe evidence topics you would like to address. And so this goes, and so when I've said, if you've heard me in the past say that when flat earthers ask for evidence in advance and I give it, they don't debate me. They run away. So I gave 2. Measure distance between points near Melbourne, Australia to determine the circumference of the line of latitude. Right? That's 1. So you assume no, I'm not assuming a ball. Right? I'm measuring the distance. Right? But he doesn't know what it is that I'm doing, and he's chicken. He's too cowardly to actually debate and see what it is that I would present and then actually, do it. Talk to me in real time. So if that was an argument, or as you say in debate terms, a warrant, that would be convincing. He could use that during the response to my evidence, but he wouldn't do that because he knows it's not going to convince anybody except for himself. The length matches your belief system. Oh gosh, it will be measurements, not in beliefs. Your measurements to match what I believe, though, right? Look at how ridiculous he is. Anyway, oh gosh, just days and days of him being an idiot. All excellent points for you to bring up in the debate. Like I said, you don't need to send me your material for the debate. I like a surprise, right? So that... right? How dishonest is he there? My second topic will be using the law of gravitational attraction, centrifugal force, to predict the magnitude of the downward acceleration at different locations on the Earth, then comparing to observation, right? Hypothesis, compute the consequences, compare to observation. That is the basic formula for science. Awesome. So I don't strawman your position. You can provide the predictions for these same locations to compare observations. I'll send the locations later today so you can prepare. Your initial observation is not evidence of your assumptions concerning it. See how much of a coward he is? What a piece of trash he is. Absolute trash. This is just basic stuff, and he's calling the real process of doing an experiment, and I don't know what is he calling it? He's just dismissing actual science. Well, we've got Earth. Earth is not a planet here lying and saying Earth is measured flat. Well, tell you what, Earth is not a planet. Send the measurements. All right, so let's quote, Earth is flat. Quote, measured flat. All right, here it is. I'll make you a moderator. Link the measurements. If the next comment is not a link to the measurements, I will remove your wrench, and then the first person who bans you from my channel gets to enjoy being the one that banned you from my channel for just being a liar or a pope. Anyway, send that in. Anyways, let's look at here. I'm not gonna read all this. It's too much, but I'll go through it. And I guess people, if you wanted later, you could read these at your leisure. So there you go. What was I doing here? Oh yeah, Melbourne. That's a good one. I haven't used that one. I don't think I've ever used that. So, yeah, he doesn't look, never looks. If you think there's flaws, then it would be easy. Right? Here we are. This is still in 2021. Man. Sack up and agree to debate, or deflect to admit you are a coward. He's a coward, man. What a sad life. So you know why the sky is blue then too, eh? Rayleigh scattering. Of course I did. Anyway, so here we go. He's a troll. And he links here. Here you can tell he enjoys chomping on Oakley's balls because he linked an Oakley video. Right? Now let's be clear. Oakley never has evidence. Never. He only says, right? I provide evidence, measurements, application of geometry and physics and optics and all that. Oakley never has anything. Nothing ever. So, all right. Gosh, we're getting close. Another Oakley debate there. The Who video, another video there that's Jeranism, D-Live. That was in September 2021, right? So it's September 9th. So that was all of 9 days of chatting, and he didn't do anything. Some emojis, some laughing. I sent him the link. And now what globe evidence will be debate? So there you go. There you see what a coward looks like. So, all right. Sailor centrist is not a flat earther. All right. What are you, sailor centrist? Anyway, so I made the guy claiming flat earth measurements a mod so he can link the measurements. I don't think he's sent them yet, but Nicholas Hunter Pitts is typing right now. What's he gonna type? What will it be? He says, I did look and told you why it's not evidence. None of your tactical. Yeah. You're a coward. There it is. Hunter is a coward. Yeah, flat earth is for people that are not smart. Right? They hear from their flat earth masters things and they're like, that sounds smart to me. And then they think that they're smart because their flat earth masters told them things, and now they can say the same things that their flat earth masters said, making them imagine that they're smart, but they're not. You can tell me here. The evidence will be debated. Humiliating you now in front of 450 people. So yeah, this is great. So now what should I send him? Should I send him a what will he say if I send him a photo of the curved horizon? What do you think? Oh, you're going to bed? Okay, good night. You want to hold on. Okay, good night. I love you. Sleep well. Penguin's in here. You can leave her in here. All right. Thanks. All right. How did I measure it? I covered it live. You chickened out. Oh my gosh. And I told you why it's not evidence. Can you prove where the sun is? Oh my gosh. All right, so let's see. What should I send? Here's the back to the question. What should I send? My favorite is the the curving horizon. I'll send that right there. So now he's gonna lie about it. My prediction: he's gonna call it a fisheye lens. And then when I point out that it's not a fisheye lens, he'll claim that it's fake or that it's that the windshield is causing the curve. We have send them. Or admit. Here it is. Send them or you just lied. We have observations from higher than that still shows it's flat. But they don't. They don't. He'll send one with a GoPro lens. If he sends anything, it'll be a GoPro. Your claim. I know which one he's talking about. You can't support your claim. And there it is. Standard flirting, where they can't support their claim. They'll make a claim, say you need to look it up yourself. You have to do it. I don't need to support your claim. So. And yeah, so it's a black and white one from the 40s or 50s. October 24, 1946. And it shows a curve. Let's see, how high was that one? It's a suborbital flight. Instant loss. Let's see here. Now you want to get the thing that they never do is they never get the original. They hate getting the high quality photos. the originals. But there's one. Let me get it. All right, I got it. It's a WebP. It's not the top-notch quality, but it's pretty good. And export to this directory. There we go. There we go. Got it. There it is. Curved. Globe wins again. See how easy it is to beat a flurf? All you need to do is do their own research for them. Do your own research. I did. Globe wins. Again. It's so easy to beat flatties. It's so trivially easy. You just need to go and do the actual research, because they won't. They never will. Ah. All right. Did the Flurfy? There he is. All right. No. He did not. He did not provide evidence. So, since I gave him a chance... where did he go? Since I gave a chance to this guy, you can, I removed him as a moderator. Feel free to ban him from the channel. He made a claim multiple times. I made him a moderator so he can support his claim. He refused to support his claim. Let him have it. All right. And this is how indoctrinated flat earthers are. He says there is no curve when there is curve. Right there. When there is curve. So there it is. 450 people watching him live, 500 almost, for anyone watching live as a flat earther is made a claim about a particular rocket launch, refused to provide the rocket launch photo, said I needed to get it. I get it. It's curved. He says it's not curved. It's curved. How harder can Flat Earth lose? This is so embarrassing for Flat Earth. Provide the lens data. This is your evidence. I don't need to provide the lens data. You do. Wow. He has said this is what he wants. This is the V2 rocket. The first V2 rocket. I'll put the link in the description here. Right? He said this is what he wants is this one here, the first V2 rocket sent to space, and refuses to give it. I go and get it for him. He says that I need to now provide the lens data. Why do I need to provide the lens data? It's his evidence. How ridiculous can you be? Flat Earthers, you're losers. All of you are losers. Why is no Flat Earther coming to Nicholas Hunter Pitts and saying, wait, You're embarrassing all flat earthers. You should totally stop. That's how stupid flat earthers are. It's the first law of Flurf. Exactly. Kiwi Bush. He said this is the one he wants. I got the one he wants. He says there's no curve. When there's curve, it's so clear. It's so clear. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is glorious. Flat Earthers, you're so dumb. Oh. I would never feed the flurps to the dogs. That would be cruel to the dogs. Oh my gosh. All right. Rossi says, Steve's creepy van. I'm not stupid. Candy first, then I get in the van. That's correct. That's the order. Claire Celestin says, for $10, thank you so much for that. Says, after studying the science, my belief in the globe may be wavering. I'm now thinking Mobius strip because the evidence is totally one-sided. I love that. Azumi Tomato says, oh, it scrolled up. Hold on. It says, got the words Yakuza and Jacuzzi mixed up the other day. Now I'm in hot water with the mafia. What's that? Yes, Penguin's in here. Okay. That kid's asking. Rossi says, after FTP yesterday, I'm looking for the headline, Flurf's mom basement floods. Flurf drowns in own tears. Was it good? Did that happen? Oh, I didn't watch it. Penguin, you don't need to go. You can stay. You can stay. GCat, the cat's astronaut, says, no longer a Simpson, officially part of the fleet. There it is. When you've been a member of the channel long enough, you go through different emojis. It's now part of the, it looks like Starfleet, but it's actually the Space Force logo, which of course the Starfleet logo and the Space Force logo are similar. Greg Edmond says, time marches on while Flurfs get dumber. They do. On Facebook, they get dumber every day. I'm amazed every day at how much dumber they are. So dumb. Oh. Rossi says, Flurfs brag about their participation trophies. Oh my gosh. Oh, what's Industrial Nerd say? Phone a Flurf. Oh, who should I call? Who should I am ready. Astro Kate Sathik says, cowardly Flurf is a coward. Absolutely. You know, I could just call this one right here. I'll just call him. Calling right now. See if he answers. He won't. He won't. Not a chance. Call Mallory. I don't have a phone number. Nope. Nothing. He's scared. If he doesn't answer, call Mikey. I think he's having a rough week. Is Mikey having a rough week? Well, all right. Let me do that. Of course, I in order to do that, what do I need to do? I gotta play the song. Give me a second. Gotta launch the app. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? That's the wrong. All right. Just a second. Just a second. I've got to. There it is. Okay. It's an app that I wrote in Python, so I need to go to the right folder and launch it. Okay, we're all good. We're all ready. We're all ready for this.
What time is it? It's time to phone a flip.
And then usually what I do is I call right then, but I didn't because I didn't have the number handy. I don't have it in my address book yet in Google Voice. So apologies. It's just a number and I'm like, I don't know which number is which. So I'm grabbing it. Hold on. Mikey Smith right there. Phone number. And that's it. Okay, I got it. Ringing, Mikey Smith. Oh, come on, Mikey. Let's talk.
Avon calling.
Avon?
Yeah, Avon. You know,
You
moisturizer.
sell makeup?
lotion,
You sell makeup now?
Yeah, and shampoo.
And shampoo. What?
Yeah.
Wait, you don't need shampoo, Mikey.
Yeah,
Do-
I use buckets of it.
Do you know why you don't need shampoo, Mikey? It's not a condiment.
Of course, it's not a condiment.
Oh my gosh. All right. What's going on, Mikey? How's your week?
Yeah, good. Just outside waiting for it to get dark so I can record Mars beside the moon. So
Mars beside the moon.
yeah,
Awesome. So I saw a video somebody posted on Facebook of somebody saying that's Mars through the moon, and I heard your voice saying that's Mars through the moon. I'm like, Mikey wouldn't say that. That's ridiculous. He's not that dumb. Right?
Which video was that on Facebook?
I don't know. It's just a video. You know, Mikey, there's a lot of dumb people on Facebook. You know that?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
TikTok too.
Yeah, they're flat earthers.
I guess so.
But and then so they reposted. I did. Have you gotten a video where you thought that you were seeing Mars through the moon?
I've recorded one.
No, Mikey, you did not. Don't do that to me. You're killing me, Mikey.
Yeah, along with space agency. Yeah, I'll kill everybody. Yeah.
That wasn't Mars. That was a mountain, Mikey. Oh my gosh.
How do you verify mountains on the moon?
Well, because pretty cool. Because as the shadow moves across the moon, you can actually see the different textures as the shadows move across, as the Terminator line moves. It's really cool that you can do that, and you can see the structure of the surface, the topography. Really nice.
Yeah, I guess so. Eh?
Yeah.
Isn't that exciting?
It is. It is. I'm so glad you're excited. All right. Do you have a cruller today for breakfast?
Not a cruller, a cruller. Come on.
I don't know. I'm not a Canadian, so I don't know the right way to name donuts.
I would never eat a donut for breakfast. Come on, what the hell?
You would not eat a donut for breakfast.
No, I would hope not. My sugar levels would go bonkers. Everybody's would.
So when do you eat a donut?
Oh, that's a cool cup you got there. Where'd you get that cup from?
So my wife likes to knit and crochet. And so I'll give you one guess the store that she got this at. Anybody in the chat? This is the mystery machine. Who in the chat? Who in the chat knows where she got this? It wasn't Etsy. It was a real store. He's a diabetic. He shouldn't eat them at all. You're right. It was Sailor Centrist got it. Hobby Lobby. All right, Sailor Centrist. There you go. Add as moderator. You got it. You got it first. Menards mugs are just Menards mugs. So there it is. All right.
You know, to tell you the truth, I interrupted a phone call just to answer your stupid phone call.
Oh, Mikey, I'm your favorite, aren't I? You're my favorite, Mikey. You know that.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's right.
Whatever.
If it wasn't for you, Mikey, you know this, I would have no channel. I'd have nothing to cover.
Yeah, you repeat that every time you call me, man. Come on.
Well, except for Oakley and Dubé and Whitsitt. A lot of Whitsitt. I mean, he's a douche. Whitsitt, right? Anyway, and other flat earthers like Nicholas Hunter Pitts. Oh my goodness, I humiliated him tonight. So, no, not Michael's Arts and Crafts. It was Hobby Lobby. Free Will says, I have diabetes and I eat donuts. All right. But you eat donuts, Mikey.
Well, you see, it's irrelevant. Let me explain how that works.
Okay.
This is why we eat dessert at the end of the meal.
Okay.
Because the food we ate before that balances out the sugars.
Oh.
So if I eat meat or 10 bowls of salad like I do for lunch when I go to East Side Mario's, I can have a donut because it's after the meal.
East Side Mario's.
Yes, it's an Italian restaurant. I go for unlimited soup and salad and bread. Yeah.
And how much salad do you have?
The most I've eaten was 10 salads, big bowls.
Oh my gosh.
Big punch bowls. I have a big appetite.
10 salads?
Yeah, 10. I have the little serving cups that you get the salad dressings in. I have those in a picture showing how many salads I eat because you get one per bowl.
Gosh. Oh, it's like Olive Garden, but worse. Is it a chain?
Well, I would say it's kind of, well, it's not really a big chain.
Did you have breadsticks too?
Yeah, it comes with like mini loaves, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, but I do like what's it called? What did you just say that the other one was?
Olive Garden.
Yeah, Olive Garden. Yeah, we got Olive Garden here too now. It's good. Sorry.
Right. That was the first date I went on with my wife was Olive Garden.
You still doing Walmart? Mini loaves are sugar. See, do people think I don't know anything or something?
Yeah. Generally, I think they do.
Like they know that I know that loaf bread has sugar in it because it has carbs.
Yeah.
I know that.
Good.
And I know that shit is brown, milk is white. You know, I know all that stuff. You don't have to tell me that.
Some milk is brown.
Yeah.
The yummier milk is brown, Mikey.
Yeah, and it has more sugar in it too, so I don't drink it.
That's right. Don't drink milk, people. Just drink nothing but pure heavy cream.
Well, you actually drink the fatter milk, the homogenized milk, the 3% milk.
Well, it's all homogenized, Mikey.
More homogenized then, I mean.
Do you know what it means when they homogenize it?
I don't care.
You don't know what they do.
They cook the crap out of it.
That's pasteurization. What is homogenization?
What is this fucking health class?
All right. So if you don't homogenize the milk, then the cream will float to the surface.
Yeah.
So if you have skim milk, then you don't need to worry about it so much. But if it's anything other than skim milk, you need to homogenize it so that it doesn't separate. Some people, people don't prefer that.
I don't classify skim milk as milk.
No, skim milk is water lying about being milk. I'm with you there, Mikey.
Yeah.
You can see through it. That's not right. Milk, you can't see through milk. Right? I prefer.
I guess so.
I prefer just a tall glass of heavy cream. Oh yeah. Right? Just pound the whole, just right? Anyway, can you get that tall glass of heavy cream at Tim Hortons?
A tall glass of cream?
Heavy cream. Yes.
Heavy cream?
Yeah, I should be like, yes, I'd like 32 ounces of heavy cream, please. With a straw.
Oh, why, you baking muffins or something?
No, it's just as a little pick-me-up snack. No? They don't? Okay. Mikey. All right. We've been talking about what time when we're going to be coming through. Haven't yet figured it out. We thought we had a date that we're going to be driving through. It didn't work. So, all right. But when we're there, what place are you going to bring me? You can bring her. I'll let you bring our whole family out to eat. Where are we going?
Well, wherever you decide to pay for everybody.
No, I said I will let you pay for me.
No, but I'm more of the generous person. I'm going to let you pay.
I don't see how that makes you more generous, Mikey.
Well, I just am.
Okay, so where in Moose Jaw? What options are there, Mikey?
In Moose Jaw, I don't know. There's shit. I don't go to many restaurants there.
Other than Tim Hortons, because you know where all of them are.
Yes, well, there's 3 of them, yes.
Yes, we covered that before. Is there a Red Lobster there?
Oh, fuck. No, not in Moose Jaw, no. There is one in Regina.
Okay, but we're not driving through Regina.
Oh, which way was? What the heck? Which way are you coming through?
Well, I don't think... Oh, maybe I am. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would.
But we're meeting in Moose Jaw, right?
Oh, Regina or Moose Jaw, Saskatoon.
Oh,
Alberta,
okay.
I don't care.
Oh, I don't care. Okay, good. That works. Let's see here. I'll check it then.
Wherever you make the reservation for however many people are in your family, including me.
I do appreciate that you didn't assume I was in your family, or you were in my family.
No, hell no.
No.
I'm much better looking.
I don't know about that. All right. Oh, there's a Royal Saskatchewan Museum in Regina.
Yeah, don't go there. That's full of fake dinosaurs.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
All right, so we will not be driving through Regina. We'll be driving through Moose Jaw on the way. Regina's north by I don't know how far.
No, it's right. It's parallel with Moose Jaw.
Okay, we could. It wouldn't add much to go to.
Well, where does it tell you to go through to get to Calgary?
It says to go to Moose Jaw.
Through where?
On 39.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, because you're going through you go through Estevan.
Yeah, we cross into Canadian land at North Portal.
Yeah, and Estevan, and then you cut over through. I get it.
Hitchcock,
yeah, because that is the shoulder distance.
Weyburn, Yellow Grass. Why is the grass yellow? Milestone.
Yellow.
Drink water. Do we have to drink water and drink water?
Yeah, I know exactly which highway you're going through.
What if we don't want to drink water and drink water?
Have you ever heard of Corner Gas?
What?
The show Corner Gas?
I don't believe it exists.
Well, it actually does. I was actually on the show a few times, but anyway.
Wait, you were on a show? Mikey?
Yeah, I used to be an actor on History Channel.
Oh my gosh. What? Mikey, hold on a second. We need to find this. What is the name of this show? Corner Gas?
Well, there's many shows. There was Corner Gas.
Okay, hold on. I'm at the IMDb for Corner Gas.
Yeah, but that wasn't on the History Channel. The History Channel was 2 documentaries I was on many, many times, typecasted as a cop.
Okay, oh my gosh. This is good. I'm looking at the IMDb page for Corner Gas, and I'm looking for for your credit. Are you credited?
No, not on there.
But you said you were on it many times. Did you speak?
No speaking parts. I was just in the background. The main host of that show is actually a cousin of mine.
He's your cousin. Brent.
And then Brent Butt.
His last name is Butt. He's your cousin, and his last name is Butt.
And Crime Stories, I was on the History Channel on Crime Stories.
I gotta put this up on screen. The guy's last name is actually Butt.
He's a stand-up comedian too. You should look him up on YouTube.
Yeah, I guess if you're a comedian, you don't change your name. But if you're anything else, you change your name. Right there, Brent Butt. So how much? I mean, is he a first cousin, 17th cousin, 616th?
No, I think it was a second cousin. Second cousin.
What's a second cousin mean? What makes him a second cousin? Do you know what that means? How do you be second cousin with somebody?
I don't know. That's what I'm just told. That's all.
Oh my gosh. That's where your parents and his parents are first cousins. That would be second cousins. All right. Born in the small farming town of Tisdale, Saskatchewan, Canada, population 3,000. As the youngest of 7 children, Brent began doing stand-up comedy in 1988. He was soon headlining top clubs and theaters across Canada and has been selected to represent his country at both the Just for Laughs International Comedy Festival and the World Comedy Tour in Australia. So he's your cousin. He looks just like you. Yep. Okay. So you were on that show, but no credit. What show were you credited on?
Crime Stories.
All right.
On the History Channel.
Crime Stories.
I don't know if you can find my name there. It was.
So you're not credited there either.
I did have a whatchamacallit. I haven't done it for many years. I would call it
a what?
My mind went blank.
I know, Ed. I believe you.
I'm focusing on the stars right now, so
no, you gotta focus on this.
Not literally focusing, but my mind is focusing.
Yes, we know flat earthers and their problems with focusing on stars.
Oh yes, okay, that's good. Coming from somebody who's never recorded a star in his life.
I have, Mikey. In
yeah,
fact,
okay, show it to me. Show it.
Mikey, when I did a video responding to you, I recorded a star in that video. Oh my goodness, Mikey. With the P1000.
Yeah, I know.
The P1000 is right here.
Yeah, Crime Stories, yeah. But make sure you got the right channel, History Channel, because there's other producers or companies that do it, I think, too.
Icy Spin says, Mikey, do a 10-second exposure of the sky at night. Ooh, that'd be cool. You should do that. I can't find the crime story you're talking about. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. They rotate around the North Celestial Pole in the north. And do you know they rotate around the South Celestial Pole in the south? How does that work? Oh yeah, also Astrocate says that you are her favorite. Yep. Anyway, so let's see. Here is fraud, abduction, murder every week. Host and investigative journalist Kathleen Goldhar speaks with the reporters, documentarians, and investigators who know the world's most shocking, true crime stories inside and out. These are the stories that stayed with them, the cases they can't shake. New episodes every Monday. Is this it? Is this it?
Could be, yeah.
Subscribe to CBC True Crime Premium on Apple Podcasts. Is
But
CBC the right?
No, that's crime stories on the History Channel, not CBC.
Oh, jeez, Mikey. I asked if it's. I will putting the correct words out as a skill, dude. Crime Story Canada History Channel. Stories. Let me see here. Do you call it Walmart's? Hey, Ma. Hey, Ma, I'm going to the Walmart's. Right? Yeah, you freaking Canadians burning all your trees there, putting the crap into the air. What are you doing? All right. Well, here's what searching comes up with is Crime Stories TV series 1998 to 2012.
Yes, got one.
This is it? All right.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
I'll find you an episode and send you the link on YouTube, maybe.
Oh my goodness, this would be the greatest thing in all of history, Mikey. To see Mikey Smith as a cop, acting as a professional actor. And how, Mikey, how do you do it? Acting! Right? Oh my goodness, Mikey, this is going to be the best thing ever. Right? When we meet, we can do this, like the acting thing, right? All right, this is the best thing ever. I'm gonna put this in my. All right, Mikey, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to Evernote, into my Flurf's notebook, into the Mikey Smith note in my Flurf's notebook. Let's see. Oh, jeez. The first thing in there. Viewer discretion advised, Mike's nerve problem and numb feet, and it's a link to you. That's the worst link ever, Mikey. All right, Mikey was in this TV show. There you go. Man, Mikey, I can't believe you. I know somebody that's famous. Mikey. I feel like my life is completer. I mean, I thought it was complete already, but now it's completer. So awesome. Yes. So, all right. Let's see. CK says, happy birthday to Calder V. It's his birthday week. Happy birthday, Calder. All right. So what season were you on? Okay, so 15 years prior to 2025 is what year? 2010. It's not hard. 2010. That would be season 12 about. I believe you. I believe you, Mikey. I don't know. Oh, my goodness. Your audio cut off. They didn't hear you saying that.
Oh, can you still hear me?
Now we can. It was my mistake. You got your chicken there?
My chicken? I don't know. I should. I don't remember having it inside. I got my chicken.
Okay, so
where from KFC?
No, we're not looking for Dirth's flat Earth model. So Sir Little Wolf says, does he know Bill Nye since he's an actor too? So yeah, do you know Bill Nye?
Not a chance.
What's he like?
I don't know. I don't sleep with him. Do you?
Why did you go there, Mikey? Oh my
Well,
gosh.
what do you mean know him? Well, how am I supposed to know him?
Because you're an actor and he's an actor. Duh.
Well,
Oh my, Mikey. All right. The Sun Express says, in tonight's episode of Arwen's Creepy Cousin in the Colonies, I present the following. Google Sturgis Journal Wade Allen. Hairline uncanny. All right, Mikey. Are you outside?
who's Gutter Girl? Am I outside? I'm in my car.
Who's Gutter Girl?
Yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about. Is Gutter Girl in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, there. Gutter Girl 161 says no audio. I don't know who Gutter Girl is. That's a new name. All right. Sturgis Journal Wade Allen does not come up with anything if it's in quotes. But this one. Oh, this is a great hairline. All right, here we go. Wade Allen takes a plea deal in 2019 murder dismemberment case. Oh, jeez. There he is. Woo, that hairline. That's amazing.
Who is that?
That's Wade Allen. Is he another cousin?
Hell no. I hope not.
Are you sure? There's a name there that matches, isn't there?
No.
Are you sure about that, Mikey?
What? Yeah. The Allen.
Right. People know your last name.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to mean.
Because his last name is Allen and your last name is Allen. I don't know why you didn't. Why did I have to say that?
So I know Tim Allen then too, I guess, too, eh?
You do? What's he like?
Well, according to you, I do.
You're related to him. Right?
No.
Oh.
Not even close.
Well, that's a letdown. Let's see. Michael made it to a live show. Well, I'm glad you did, Michael. All right. Oh, there's doubling of the audio. So that's all right. I got to make sure which one. Desktop audio. There we go. Okay, Mikey, say something. Say test.
Yeah, test. Mike's the best. Mikey's the best.
No, say Mikey Smith thinks it's okay to kiss your cousin.
Mikey says that it's not good to kiss your cousin.
Oh, well, there goes your chances. Oh, you're out of luck now, Mikey.
Uh-oh.
Now what? Now you like that totally reduces the pool of people that you might find.
I gotta take one more chance at this. Why can't I see Mars? It's so polluted here. It's all those cow farts.
The Sun Express. I already said that. That is amazing, Sun Express. Thank you for that. Dave Kircher says for $5, critical hit. Thank you so much. Sailor Centrist is a new member at Newton. Industrial Nerd is a new member at Einstein. You know, Industrial Nerd, every time I put on my Menards shirt, I think about you because you're such a big fan. Tim Davidson says, I'm kinky. I like my cream whipped. Icy Spin says, Mikey, do a 10-second exposure of the sky at night. Rick says, used to live near East Side Mario's. It's good. All right. There it is. So is that in...
It's wonderful.
Is that in Regina?
Yeah.
All right. So Mikey, if I meet you in Regina, will I have a good enough cell phone signal to live stream our meeting?
Oh, absolutely. We got wonderful Wi-Fi here. Yeah.
That's not Wi-Fi.
Or whatever, the signal, yes.
whatever that's cell coverage, you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How about, have you ever watched Impractical Jokers?
No.
No?
Other than you.
So how about this? I'll get you get an earbud. Do you have an earbud for your phone? Like a Bluetooth earbud?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we'll do, I'll get you, here's what we get. You got to go out in public somewhere, and you got to do what I say. You got to say what I tell you to say to people. Right?
Yeah, okay.
And if you don't,
Yeah.
you lose. And I do the same, right? And if I don't, I lose. How about that?
But what do I win?
I don't know. What do you win?
Free lunch.
Loser pays for lunch? I'm in. That sounds good. All right.
Hey, man, you don't know me, man. As long as it's truthful, I'm going to say it. But if it's a lie, I'm not going to say it. But if it's funny, sure, why not?
Jack Fetter says second cousin technically can have sex with. Of course, West Virginia rules means anything goes, but international rules stand. Actually, so this is funny, Mikey. You're going to love this. When Whitsitt was doing, like, he's trying to refute Einstein's special and general relativity, rather than refuting it, he tried to discredit Einstein by mentioning that he married his first cousin, which doesn't change the theory of relativity at all. But Whitsitt is from a state, Tennessee, where it's legal to marry your first cousin. So I don't know if that's his state. So it's too many. There's a few states where first cousins are okay in the United States, and Tennessee's one of them. Harnold says, if Mikey's talking, we can't hear him, but I fixed that. Thank you. And Icy Spin wants wants you to squawk the chicken for Calder because he's too shy to ask.
Can they hear me now?
Yeah, they can hear you. Yeah, Blackburn Big Dragon Mikey, Whitsitt does live in Florida now, but he grew up in Tennessee. So, why cross the street for love? Trucker Pilot says, I've got a couple of hot cousins, but we don't go there. All right, let's see. Mule Fan says, ask Mikey about his professional 8x10 professional headshots. He was a handsome devil. Yeah, oh, do you have, like, some glossies from when you were a professional thespian?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I have an acting resume and a headshot.
Yeah, what? Mikey, we need this. Did you have hair then?
No, I haven't had hair since 1990.
What, were you 6 years old?
Everybody thinks I'm so young. Why do you think I'm so young?
I don't know how old you are, Mikey.
Well, how old do you think I am?
12.
Come on, be serious.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, how old is Caillou? Wait. I'll figure that out. Just a second. Don't answer. Bring this up to new. How old is Caillou? All right, just a second. Caillou is depicted as a 4-year-old in the animated series Caillou, which is based on the books by Helene Despoteau. His age is constantly portrayed as 4 in both the original books and in the TV show. Okay, ask that question again, Mikey.
What, like how old I am?
Yeah, that one. Ask it again.
How old am I?
No. How old do you think I am? That one. Go ahead.
Well, why do I have to repeat it?
It's Mikey. We're acting. That's what we're doing.
Are you going to make a recording of me in a cartoon voice?
If you want, I will, but that's work, and that's more work than I want to do.
How old do you think I really am?
4. Just like Caillou.
Okay.
Icy Spin is distracting me. Oh my goodness. Let's see. DE68A says Mikey 46. His toe 67.
Beautiful.
All right. How old are you?
In December, I turned 50.
In December, you turn 50, Mikey?
Yep.
Oh, man. What's your secret to everlasting young age, Mikey?
Telling the truth.
Oh, dude, that's it. Obviously not it.
No, I'm pretty sure that would be it. Probably not drinking or doing drugs, probably. I don't know.
Well, that helps. It does help. Because Witsit, man, have you seen him? Whoo, that guy hitting something hard.
Yeah, he looks like he's about 92.
Who D says I want to see Mikey with hair so bad now.
No, you don't.
I got
look horrible.
I got a picture of Mikey with hair.
Yeah, I could show you. I'm 12 years. Well, probably when I was 12.
No, that's not the one I'm talking about, Mikey. The one you emailed to me. I've not shown to anybody.
Yeah. Yes, my nice long beautiful wig.
And I've not shown it. You'd have to tell me to show it in order for me to show it.
How do I want to turn my phone to speaker, but I can't do that.
You don't know how to put your phone in speaker mode?
Well, not when I'm on YouTube, I don't. Or no, this is a regular call. What am I talking about? Yeah, now I'm now I'm on speaker. There we go. I'm new at this. I just got a phone today.
I believe you. All right. Like I said, you would have to ask me to show that picture.
Yeah, well, I'm not comfortable at that point in time right now.
Oh, my goodness. All right, hold on. Oh, this one I can show, though. This isn't this you didn't send me. It's the CC hair.
The what hair?
Hair from CC.
Oh, that's funny. Who did that one?
I forgot who sent that to me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Let's see.
That guy's got to get a new hairdo, man.
Yep. Oh my goodness. People have sent me a lot of stuff. I got the tequila. That's a good one. Have you seen that?
No.
That's a good one there.
Was that a toe or?
That's a toe in the tequila.
You guys are nuts.
I didn't, you know what, Mikey? I did not even put the photos that you don't want me to show in the Mikey Smith folder inside the Flurfs folder, inside the flat folder. Do you still have my Cutway Mikey? Says Icy Spin. I didn't put it in the folder, but I should. Let me go get it. Let me go see if I can grab the Icy Spin. People, man, people they can't get enough Mikey Smith. You know that.
I'm out there to entertain.
There it is. Cutwater lime margarita.
What about a SpaghettiOs? Did they put my face on the can of SpaghettiOs yet?
Oh, that'd be a good one. Let's see. Cutwater. All right, here comes. Cutwater lime margarita. All right, Sailor Centra says, you are a very cool dude, Mikey. There it is. Remember, Poltergeist, don't eat the toe. All right. Oh, yeah. Update.
Yeah, I know how you're going to become a millionaire. You're going to write a book about me.
Oh, yeah.
With all your fancy pictures.
That's it. So, Mikey, what's the update on the lawsuit? We got to hear this.
Yeah, I'll say that his name starts with the letter A, and he comes back from holidays in a week, and I left a message with his receptionist to call me back about the information I'm supposed to put on the papers, just in case it goes to trial.
Okay.
So, and I do have an appointment with my lawyer on the 20th of August, just to confirm all this information and make sure my papers are 1,000% correct. But he said, this A dude said I could communicate. I'm going to send him my papers when they're all complete, and he's going to verify that they're good, and everything will be good. Yeah, at that point.
Okay. And why are you being mysterious about his name?
Well, because there's a few people out there who like to go around pretending that they're other people.
Oh. All right, I got it. I understand why you're doing that now. All right.
I don't tend to trust everybody that phones me.
Well, I mean, you trust me, of course.
Yes.
Yes. All right. And now, yeah, will this be a jury trial?
I have no idea.
So have you, right, since you're going to have to be doing all of the representation yourself, have you been training on different, law techniques and argument techniques to, for presenting during trial?
Well, sure. I've been thinking about how to present and what to present, but I might even have a lawyer represent me, because I'm legally able to have that in court here in Saskatchewan, whether I have money or not. So
how is that the case?
Well, that's just the way it works here. Like if I was committed as something, I would have a lawyer present with me in the courtroom, because I can't. He would have to speak for me.
Well, I get that if you're charged with something. We have that in the United States as well. But you're not being charged with a crime here. You are on the other side of it. You are making the accusation about somebody else. And this isn't a criminal trial. This is a civil trial. So you are the plaintiff in a civil trial. So I don't know about Canada, but in the United States, that's not the whole if you can't afford an attorney, one will be provided for you type thing.
Oh, you know what? I have something to say, too. So in relation to, I don't know if some of these people watch your channel, but these people that leave me rude emails or disgusting comments in my videos about how I don't have knowings of how shit works, or that I said that I had, what's his name, because I have his papers right here. I've showed him live on my channel. That other guy who went to court about Flat Earth and won his case.
Oh,
I have his
you
actual...
mean Zen Garcia?
Yes, I have his actual papers right here in my hands.
Yeah.
Because I phoned the courtroom for them, so... And that guy was stating that had nothing to do with Flat Earth, so I don't know what he's smoking, but yeah.
So I've copies of them. I've read them all, and the judge, there was no decision in it. The judge dismissed the case.
Well, what do you mean? He was rewarded with a certain amount of a couple $1,000 or something.
Who was the guy that it was a flat earther offered a challenge. And so if any money was exchanged hands, that's only a one direction exchange of money from the flat earther to the other person, to the person proving the globe. That was the only possible way that the money would be caused to change hands. It wasn't a two-way bet. It was a one-way challenge. Right?
I don't know. I'm just looking through the papers right now.
Okay. Well.
Same to claim the amount of. So what was the claim?
The claim is $5,000. I think.
Claim, what'd you say?
I think it's $5,000 was what Zen Garcia was pretending to offer.
No, it was 15,000.
Okay.
It says plus the $96 cost. Oh no, wait. Oh, that must be the cost to date. Okay, what does it say? This
Wait,
writing is
there's a cost to
contract.
date. If somebody charges you to go on a date with them, that's not a date, Mikey.
That's that. Oh, here it is. You are hereby notified that William M. Thompson has made and filed a claim and is asking. Oh, so it was him. Okay, judgment against you in the sum of $15,000, as shown by the foregoing statement. You are required to file or present an answer to this claim. Blah blah blah. And then there's the Majesty Clerk Deputy's signature. What else is here? The date was 2019, 05/02/19, 915 Bonnie Boulevard Drive. Oh no, that's where he lives, the plaintiff. What else is here?
Oh, a good question from Jack Fetter. Says, when Mikey loses, will he concede and move on?
Absolutely. I will still be out there patrolling the streets.
You're not patrolling, Mikey. You're not patrolling the streets.
Whatever you want to call it. I don't care. I call it patrolling.
You were only a cop on a TV show, Mikey.
No, come on. Work with me here, boy.
I can't work with you on that, Mikey. You were not a real cop on that show.
Yes, I know that, but oh my God.
So you're not patrolling the streets, Mikey.
Okay, I'm working the streets.
No, that's what people do for money, and nobody's going to pay you for that service, Mikey. Oh my gosh.
Maybe.
Okay, speaking of that topic, Mikey, how's it going with the lady that you locked eyes with, and time slowed down, and then a song,
the one that was dancing on the pole.
Yeah, a song played, and like it was lasers between your eyes and her eyes. I mean, that was magical.
Yeah, you wish.
Oh, Grumpy Old Mechanic says, I will pay Mikey $500 to live stream himself reading 20 abstracts, each from the Journal of Geophysical Research and the Journal of Astronomy and Astrophysics. An abstract is about a paragraph. $500 to go read 20 abstracts from each of those journals. That's 40 paragraphs that you got to read for $500. Mikey.
Why would I have to read them?
Grumpy Old Mechanic will pay you.
But why would I have to read that?
I guess at the end you could say that you've actually read some papers.
Okay, good for that. And then what?
And that's American dollars. So like in Canada, that's like you could retire on that.
And then so
you could buy the biggest house in Assiniboia and then still have $430 left over to live the rest of your life like a king working the streets.
Yeah, whatever.
So
my life would be complete after these abstracts are read.
IRS says, I will pay $500 tonight if you swear that he really believes the earth is a spherical globe and he never believed that it was flat. If I swear that, okay, I swear that Mikey really believes that earth is a spherical globe and he never believed that it was flat. Wow, that was easy for me. Unless you meant Mikey. Anyway, my Cash App is $MCToon. And it's from the IRS, so tax-free. Oh, no, Mikey. Okay, Mikey, you have to swear that you really believe the earth is a spherical globe and that you never believed it was flat for $500.
Well, that doesn't even make sense.
That's a free $500 for you, Mikey.
That doesn't make sense.
Why does it not make sense?
Well, why would I believe the earth is a spherical globe?
When it really is? Well, because you want to say something that's true for a change?
You know, it was Well, I know it's flat. I don't believe it is, so whatever. No, you can't pay me off to say shit like that. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's not. We don't know what his price is, but $500 is not his price. There it is. There it is. But he'll go work the streets, as he said. Mikey, you really said that. You said you're going to work the streets.
Wearing my wig, I'll go work the streets.
That's, oh my gosh. Tim Davis says, my fam in Illinois rednecks is Illinois rednecks. Farm boys, not country. All right, Tim. Icy Spin says, when Mikey wins a debate, it's a Mikey drop boom. You get that, Mikey? Never mind.
Yeah.
CK says, check your DM for a monkey cat pat pic of Mikey. Got it. That was the one with the beard. Tori Hanzo is a new member at Newton. Nerd Pedantic Alert. Thank you very much, Tori. Nerd Pedantic Alert has been a member for 58 minutes. Says the case was not dismissed. Summary judgment was issued, which still means that no evidence was evaluated in court. So there you go. To Nerd Pedantic Alert. I don't know the terminology well enough to say whether or not that's the case. But what I did read of the case was that, yes, they did not evaluate the evidence. It was just not, it was ended. Whatever it was is what I knew. So dismissed apparently is not it. Michael says for $2 for the tip jar. Thank you for that so much. Jack Fetter for $1.99 says, when Mikey loses, will he concede and move on? So yeah, we got that. Mikey, when you lose the trial or the court, the suing of the Canadian Space Agency, has said he will give it up and move on. He will concede and move on. No longer be a flat earther.
No, of course, no, I'll be a flat earther. I'll just move on.
No, but you said you would concede and move on.
Oh, no, not a chance.
Oh, my goodness. How about for $1,000? What if both Grumpy Old Mechanic and IRS got together and said, hey, if you just say, right? If you just say that, what was it? Hold on. Hold on. I will pay. If you swear that you really believe that the earth is a spherical globe and that you never believed the earth was flat, $1,000, would you do it for that?
You're funny.
Is that a no, Mikey?
I don't know what's going on.
Oh my
Like,
goodness, Mikey. All right, so
why do you keep using these words believe?
All we know is that Mikey's cost is higher. His price is higher than 1,000. That's all we know. CK says Mikey does the work. Of course. What if MCToon has you, Mikey Smith, on my show to debunk other flat earthers? Now that's a deal you can't pass up. Right. There, and Jack Fetter, another $500. You up to $1,500, Mikey. Will you do it for $1,500?
Add another 3 or 4 zeros after that would be good.
3 or 4 zeros. Give us a hard number, Mikey. 3 zeros? Would you do it for, let me add 3 zeros to 1,500. 15,000. Would you do it for 15,000? I added 3 zeros.
3 more.
$150,000, Mikey. Would you do it, Mikey? $150,000. That's US dollars. Steel City JW says, keep in mind he passed on a paid trip to New Hampshire. Hotel paid. Get to look through bitchin' telescopes. $1,500 worth of telescope stuff just for showing up.
big
And a
telescopes.
free laptop, and you pass that up? Wow.
Yeah, because I know he's planted a device in there to track me, probably.
To track you.
I don't think.
How?
Oh, sure, why not?
Mikey, we know where you live. It's not that challenging. You live in Assiniboia.
Assiniboia.
It's yeah, same thing. It's basically a town with 4 people in it, and they all know that you live there. It's not hard to find where you live, Mikey.
Yeah.
Seriously. CK says men from Assiniboia and women from Regina. Oh my God. Mr. E-Man says, as you enjoyed my last super chat last time, I thought this would be appropriate this time. Oh, the Canberra Deep Space Communication Complex. All right. Mikey, this is good stuff. So you got the Canberra Deep Space Communication Complex as part of NASA's Deep Space Network, a global network that supports interplanetary spacecraft missions exploring the solar system and beyond. Look at that. Gigantic radio telescope. That's amazing stuff. How big is that telescope there? Sir Little Wolf.
About as big as his ego.
Sir Little Wolf says shop smart. Shop S-smart. All right. Thank you, Mr. E-Man. Jack Fitter says, Mikey, you'll be wishing for that $1,500 soon.
Why is that?
Do you know how many magnetic stickers you can buy for your car with $1,500? Mikey,
Probably.
so much. Yeah.
Well, I would need to extend my car about another 100 feet to add some more doors to, so probably 0 magnetic signs because I don't have any room for them.
Mikey needs
So
to get.
these are the things that people who don't know how to think, that's where their comments come from, because they don't know how to think.
Here's what we need. You need to get a kitted out 1976 Ford F-150 that's been turned into the longest stretch limousine pickup truck ever, and then just plaster the whole side with flat earth derp stickers. Amazing. Yeah. Can you imagine how awesome that would be, Mikey?
Yeah, but preferably a newer F-150, not a piece of junk from the 70s.
1976. Dude, if you get the right one, that's before they had all the emission rules. Like, that thing hauls.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Although
I guess so.
Though it's a Ford. Good luck. 1976 Ford. All right. Oh, hold on a second. Let me check. Did you get it? Did you get Mars yet?
No, I'm back home now.
You're back home. Oh, so you got the chicken.
I got. Oh yeah, I know.
Wait.
I don't know either.
We want
it's
the
in the
chicken
car somewhere. I just can't see it.
You were just in the car. Go back to the car. Get the chicken. Squawk the chicken, Mikey Smith.
Yeah, I gotta go find the damn thing. I want to know where it is.
So do I. I gotta go. I gotta know. You've got some raving fans in here.
Yeah, don't I?
Yes, you do. All right, are you going to get them? Are you going to get the chicken?
Yeah, I'm going out to the car.
All right. There you go. There you go. It's probing time. Says, oh, coincidence compilation. I did have an awesome 1976 Ford F-350. Wow.
Yeah, that's right beside me in the car. Oh, here we go.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, Mikey.
Now
right.
the whole town heard it already because there's nobody around.
Yep, all
Nobody
four
around.
people. All four people in Assiniboia. Tim Davis says, bad week for Sagittarius as Mars will be traveling through Uranus. Now, when you're squawking that chicken, don't grab the neck too tightly and squeeze, okay? Nobody wants you to be choking it.
Okie dokie.
Yes. Okay. So last time you were on, I had to step outside for a minute. I'm outside for a minute, you leave, Mikey.
You're outside? What?
Last time you were on the show. It was the Mike call-in show. And you were there with a bunch of other people on the panel named Mike.
Yeah, and some fat lady.
Mike, you shouldn't talk about people like that. You shouldn't be rude like that.
Well, you should talk about your subscribers about that then, too.
Mike, don't be rude, all right?
Well, when she starts disrespecting me, I'll shut up then, okay?
Mikey,
But,
she was nicer than anybody else.
No, I don't think so. If she's ever on your stream when I'm there, I'll be gone in seconds.
Well,
that won't happen ever again.
Probably for the best.
Yeah,
you're kind of
probably
rude.
for the best for her, that's for sure.
I don't know why you gotta be rude. Like, is it something about females that makes you uncomfortable, Mikey, and you act like that?
No, probably just everybody that disrespects me.
But she wasn't disrespecting you, Mikey.
She wasn't listening. She has a listening disability.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think she does. That's my opinion.
Oh my goodness, Mikey. I think I've noticed the pattern. You get nervous around females.
Maybe. Especially non-attractive ones.
So what is it, Mikey, that did that? What is
her attitude?
No. What is it that caused you to be like that toward females? There must be something that made this happen.
They're quite ratty and complain lots. And they assume to be your boss.
Soon to be your boss?
They assume to be your boss. Do this. Don't do that. Go shovel the snow. Take out the garbage. Do this. Do that. Don't talk like that. What is that tone?
Mikey, that's your mom.
No, that would be someone else's mother. My mother is dead, so continue on.
But that's how your mom talked to you.
No, that's the way some wives talk to their husbands.
Were you married?
No, not a chance. Never.
So that you're not talking about a real life experience for yourself.
Not for myself. I experienced it with other couples.
Sounded to me, all of those things are things your mom told you and you had issues with it. Jack Fetter says Mikey will only date at the same level. Standards.
Again, that woman was a fat bitch. There
Mikey.
you go. The same thing.
Mikey, she's so much smarter than you, and she was very polite to you.
How do you determine that she's smarter than me? What does it matter if she is or not?
How did I determine? It's not hard to determine that, Mikey.
Okay, and again, you didn't give me an example.
Let's see. Can hack a satellite.
Why would you do that? What does that mean? So if I can't do that, if I can't do what she does, that makes her smarter than me.
Yes.
So what about she can't drive an 18-wheeler through the mountains, can she?
I bet she could. Better than you could today.
What about
her feet work.
Again, she's a fat bitch. Sorry, but she is.
Mikey, you're so
if
weird
people keep
about women.
disrespecting me, but I can't say anything bad about them. Are you kidding me?
Well,
this whole live stream is about dissing.
You don't get to complain about people disrespecting if you are disrespecting. You see how that goes, Mikey?
So I get to take all the bullshit then.
Well, we all get that, Mikey, right? If you're on the internet, you're making videos, you're gonna get that, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
On this topic.
She's on the internet, so she's gonna get that too.
And so, Mikey, here's the thing: you don't get to complain about it if you are dishing it out. There's the difference.
Who first?
It's not who did who first, Mikey. That's childhood stuff. That's 4-year-old stuff. That's Caillou.
Again, 19 toes. I don't get these fucking morons. They're fucking retards. What is it? What is it with my toes? Like, do you want to fucking lick my toes, or what the fuck's your problem? Like, do you have a fucking problem, or what's the deal? I don't know what this guy's problem is. Oh, his fucking toes, the fucking toes, the toes, the toes, the toes. I think your brain is made out of toes. Like, fuck. Nothing intelligent to say ever. Ever, ever, ever.
Here's a good question from the Phantom. Would Mikey take an IQ test against the woman he's insulting to see who's smarter? All right, you asked how you determined. That's one way. Would you do that?
Well, that was created by the government, so I don't go with that shit. Thank you.
I don't think IQ tests were created by the government. Okay, well then, how about we take a high school?
Why does it matter how intelligent I am, anyways? Why does it matter?
But Mike, well, because you're the one that made it a thing. You said, how did you determine who's more intelligent? So I'm going through ways that we could determine that. So how about you both take a high school level physics test?
No thanks.
Why? You don't think you could win? You don't think you'd beat her?
Not a fan. Nope. Zero.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with she's smarter than you, Mikey.
Again, so what? Because she knows physics or whatever the fuck you wanted to do?
Well, how about astronomy? What topic do you think that you could beat her at?
Well, I don't want to beat anybody at anything.
But this is in response to your question.
You made it into a competition.
How? You're the one that did that, Mikey. You said, how do I know that she's smarter than you? You're the one that made it a competition about measuring.
You were portraying that.
So how would you determine that?
Well, how would you determine that? You're the one who made it up.
I would say let's have two people take the same physics test.
And I would say that's a waste of time. Who cares about
chemistry test, or biology test, or general science test.
No thanks. I was all taught that in school. What a waste of time.
But you didn't learn it in school, Mikey.
Because it was boring.
That's not why you didn't learn it, Mikey. We know why you didn't learn it. People don't do good in every topic. We know.
Exactly. So that doesn't make someone intelligent or less intelligent.
But in general, it does, as you consider the broad scope of topics together. Right?
Whatever. You're always right. It doesn't matter.
Well, I appreciate that, Mikey. I try. So, how would you determine that? There's a list of a couple different ways that I would determine that. Right? Yeah, Cap Q, you're correct. Arm wrestle, that's a good one. Anyway.
No, her arms are too big.
Well, I think she I'm gonna put my money on her.
Yeah, me too.
So, all right, Mikey. Well, I think Cap Q is correct that Mikey has a limit to how long he can be polite, and we're past that.
Yeah, because I'm only human, eh?
Well, you can choose to still be civil to somebody that was really nice to you. So anyway, Mikey, it's been great. Sort of, till you got rude. Bye. All right. He could apologize, but we knew that wasn't coming. Anyway, that was super rude of Mikey. It's weird. He does have some issues with females, and it did sound an awful lot like mom issues. An awful lot of mom issues. So, but yeah, Kate was super nice to him, and he took her, like, she was the nicest person there, took her niceness as somehow being rude, because I think she's a female and is very, very smart, and he didn't like that. So, and just saw somebody else saying, take out the garbage and sweep the floor. All right. Got a DM from Icy Spin. All right, let's we got the coordinates of the Canberra Deep Space Communication Complex. I'll pull that up in a second here, but I need to grab this one, put it here. SpaghettiOs. There you go. We got Mikey's SpaghettiOs. I love that. All right. All right, Mike, Mr. E-Man sent the coordinates. Now I've had some oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
What time is it? It's time to phone a
All right, so something went weird with that. It was super choppy here, and somebody said no audio. Anyway, here is the telescope spot there. We're gonna look at the aerial, the satellite view here. Oh my goodness, that's a serious telescope. Can we do street view? There we go. Holy cow. Wow, that's nuts. That's pretty serious. Telescope. We got another view right there from. Boy, this did not get stitched together very well. Look at that. All right. Mikey did not build that. Mikey can't build things. And then, oh, it's got like a visitor center. That's really cool. Very cool stuff there. Oh, is that not... Is that just a black screen? Why is that not showing up? That's weird. I'm looking at the visitor center, and you're just seeing a black screen. Oh, not even weird. On my screen, it is showing the telescope. I almost lost the telescope in 2003 to bushfires. The nearby optical telescope owned by the ANU was lost. Mikey Smith says, show the real Mikey with hair. Hold on a second. That's really you. Mikey, do you want me to show the photo that you emailed me? Is that what you're asking for, Mikey? I mean, if you're asking for it, yeah. All right. Let me grab it here. Firing up my email. Yes, show yes. All right. All right. We've got oh my god, this is so ice. All right. All right. Oh, I know what happened. The browser froze. That's why. Okay. All right. Here it is. Ready, Mikey? There it is. There's Mikey Smith with hair, everybody. There it is. All right. The first was set to do. All right. Yes, the pic I sent an email. There it is. There's the pic you sent an email, Mikey. I don't know why you want this up, but that's a very lovely blouse you're wearing. I don't know. I don't know. There it is. So it's been shown, Mikey, at your request. Tim Davis says, bad week for Sagittarius, as Mars will be traveling through Uranus. Jack Fetter says, Mikey will only date at the same level standards. I get it. And then Jack Fetter says, is that offensive, Mikey? Arnold says, for $2, link to his OnlyFans, asking for a friend. Oh my goodness, Mikey. All right, there it is. D68A says, I think I dated her. Kelly in accounting? Dougal Dog says, this just took an odd turn. It did. Yep. There you go. Yeah, I mean, Icy Spin says it's a nice photo. So there you go. At your request. There's let me see. Oh, yeah. Jeez. That's not the only one. There's another. And there's that. Okay. Do you want both, I suppose? All right. All right. There you go. It's a little dark. You didn't get that one bright enough. So there it is. Anyway, I don't know why he wanted that shown, but there it is. Does he wear that when he works the street? Oh, show me and my friend. Okay. All right. There you go. Here you go. There you go. Dave Fear, we're watching photos that Mikey Smith emailed me a while ago, and he asked me to show. There you go. All right. Now, none of that makes being rude to people like you are acceptable, Mikey. So, yeah. This is Icy Spin. Look, man, we don't care what you want to be. Man, it's all you. There are hateful people in the world. I don't keep company with those people. So, yeah. But Mikey, you were rude. Caitlin was super nice. So, it's not acceptable to talk to people like you did. I don't get it. I don't get why you lash out like that. It's very weird. Anyway, that's I don't know. That's it. Itoria says, is that how Mikey was able to buy his binoculars? So let me check one more time on the coward that ran away. Let's see if he's, oh yeah, he still ran away. Well, there you go. That's what it's going to be. I will then we did get this prepped. So Mikey Smith, there you go. That got weird. Anyway, Mikey, stop being rude. We had a good conversation until you decided to be rude. Anyway, people, everybody here, thank you so much for joining for this rather unusual live stream with Mikey, but definitely a crushing of the incredibly cowardly and dishonest flirt, Nicholas Hunter Pitts, who doesn't matter what it is, says nuh-uh. So everybody, we'll see you next time, which will be probably tomorrow with FTFE.
Yeah, YouTube, of course. Yeah, exactly. That's a good one. That's good for the ladies to hear, right? They like that. When you swear. It's very attractive. Hey, ladies, if you want a real man, you might want to get somebody older. More mature. More mature. Huh? More What you doing, buddy? Hey, I got this on YouTube, pal.
Rolling down the highway, decals galore. Flat earth preacher, Mikey's out for more. With a bumper sticker sermon, scrolling neon lights. Spreading cosmic nonsense, picking verbal fights. Squawk that chicken, Mikey Smith. Preaching flat earth, the cosmic myth. Traffic preacher, making a scene. Rubber chicken squawk, know what I mean? Stop in traffic, tension thick. Mikey mocked a stranger, thought he was slick. The guy stepped out, said he had enough. Delivered a lesson, calling Mikey's bluff. Squawk that chicken, Mikey Smith. Preaching flat earth, a cosmic myth. Traffic preacher, making a scene. Rubber chicken squawk, know what I mean? A punch flew swift, Mikey took the hit. Rubber chicken hunked, he lost his wit. You're going to jail, Mikey loudly cried. But the crowd just laughed, shook their heads and sighed. The moral of the story, keep it cool and clear. Flat Earth's got no business causing trouble here. So don't harass your neighbor, don't provoke a fight. Or a rubber chicken squawk might be your only right. Squawk that chicken, Mikey Smith. Preaching flat earth, the cosmic myth. Traffic preacher, making a scene. Rubber chicken squawk, know what I mean? Yeah, Mikey Smith, with your theories and your squawk. Best keep rolling, less preaching, more walk. Keep that chicken silent, keep the peace intact. Flat earth funk, That's a cosmic fact. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now that all the sheep are out, let's go drive around and see how many people yell at me.